Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to the first episode of Retrospective. My name is Weacro, and this is something that we're going to do once a week, probably every Monday, where we play games from the NES all the way to the past generation of consoles, PS2, GameCube, original Xbox. Before I get started, I'd like to let everyone know that I am doing videos now every day of the week. Friday, Sunday through Friday, we're going to be doing original videos. I'm probably, just be recording stuff. For now, it's probably just going to be a ton of World of Warcraft because I have a ton of footage on that. So please bear with it. I'm probably in between going to throw in some other games like DayZ. What else? Borderlands. Pretty much a lot of other games on there that I can find that I'm willing to play. League of Legends is actually going to be another big one I'm going to do. Diablo 3. I'm going to try to get that Hunter, working back on that Demon Hunter. So it should be pretty interesting. And then Saturday, I'm actually going to do a live stream. Pretty much anything and everything. It'll probably most likely be the retro games that actually take longer to play, i.e. Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, EVO, Super Robot Wars for the Game Boy. So it should be quite interesting. If you have any other retro games you'd actually like to see me play, please leave them in the comments below. I actually have a long list. Things like Super C, Ninja Gaiden, Rise Star, Sonic series, Cave Story, which is going to be a lot of games. It's going to be a lot of fun to make, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun for you to watch. So, today we're going to play Snow Brothers. Hey! This was actually suggested by a friend of mine named Brandy Aders. She actually said to play this, and it's actually, I'd like to thank her personally because this game is awesome. I've had the best time playing it because I don't know, it's so simple, but yet it gets so difficult later on, and then it has everything from you have 10 stages and then a boss, and then the bosses are hard, but it's challenging, yet when you beat them you feel a little bit rewarded that you actually figured out how to defeat them. So let's go ahead and jump right into the first level. So here we have our 1980s anime intro, which pretty much every game from Japan had back in them days. Here we have our local mugging. Actually, from where it actually looks like they're being mugged. Yet they're just like the princesses are, deaf and blind, and they're trying to get their attention. And then here we have our evil, sorcerer who kidnaps them, and he's also high on coke. You can tell by looking at his eyes. And also he thinks he's floating. I like to think that's just some average man, that evil sorcerer, and he's just so coked up that he thinks, he's taken over the world. So really what this is a story about sobriety. When these snowmen defeat him, then they'll actually become a sober man again, and the princesses represent, his recovery stages. Oh, there's that sushi roll. Oh, guess I'm not getting it. So I would like to see an Xbox port of this. It looks like it's a lot of fun. I mean, imagine like doing something like this on Indie Arcade where you actually use, your avatars and you kind of do the same thing. I mean, you would actually make a pretty good killing off this game because I mean it's a lot of fun. I would say if I had played this earlier, this probably would have been one of my favorite Genesis games of all time, next to Sonic 3, of course. Nothing beats Sonic 3. And I swear if you say Mario, I will slap you. Just kidding. You're entitled to your opinion, even though it's wrong. But, moving on. Oh, come on! I freaking... That's one of the few things I don't like about this game, is when the monsters get too close to the snowball, then things kind of get iffy of whether or not they hit you or you hit them. Pretty much your objective is to turn these guys, as you've been seeing, turn them into snowballs and throw them into other enemies. Yay for that. One thing I don't like is you don't have any control of where the snowball goes. I know even if you're on the inside, you can't control it. Or at least from as much as I've been playing. So go ahead and grab the sushi roll. Next level. I like how the music's kind of catchy. It's kind of got, like, your circus vibe to it. I've been whistling it all day, so when I got my original hands on. The only thing I kind of find weird is what's with the infatuation of sushi. I know, for the stage at least, I understand that, you know, this is the Snow Brothers' favorite food, but I mean, what is this, like a circus slash sushi bar? Sounds like something they would do in California. You know, like something else ridiculous, like a football game slash mall. Actually, it would be like a hockey game slash shoe store. Only in California would you see some weird mix-up like that. Oh, I love this power-up. I like to call it crack cocaine or methamphetamine, depending on what kind of drug of your choice. Just look how crazy he goes. Ah, it reminds me of Tyrone Bigum's. He's like the white Tyrone Bigums. Instead of having white lips, he has red lips. And oh, come on! I hit him! And I believe that's game over. Yep. Only 2 lives per game, which is kind of annoying. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that. I feel like, you know, I'm pretty sure this was probably made originally for the arcade, and it was meant to be, you know, just a huge coin killer. Where, you know, kids would spend a lot of money just trying to beat this game. Which, knowing me, if I had played this sooner, I probably would have been a lot broker as a child. If that's even a word, broker. I just wouldn't have. I wouldn't have no money because I'd have constantly been in the arcade playing this game. Alright, figure out what you want to do. And one thing I noticed. Of course, the stages get more difficult as you play, but if you take too long, a jack-o'-lantern shows up and he'll try to, he releases ghosts that try to kill you. He'll actually try to kill you himself as well, and you have to pretty much hurry up, or you'll actually have to worry about the ghost, and it'll make it harder and harder for you to defeat these monsters. And oh, wow, that was actually a good one. Oh, sweet, look at all the crack cocaine. Oh, really? And those are probably going to disappear before I get to them. Yep, I figured. Garbage. I mean, I like how just simple this game is. You just got your simple platform. Reminds me of the original Mario Brothers, actually, if you want to talk about it. You know, just the one where you had to destroy, like, it was just like this, but you had to knock the monsters upside down and stomp on them. So here we have our first boss. He's a cracked out goblin, telling by his eyes. He launches these little minions, which you can actually turn into snowballs and throw back into him. I don't know if my snowball attack actually does any damage, but I noticed that he does take some sort of minuscule amount of damage. I don't know. It shows like the reticle is showing that he's taking damage. That should be almost enough right here. Come on. Come on, got him. That should end it. Now off to rehab with you. What did I tell you about taking drugs on the street? So kids, moral of the story, stay off drugs. So, this has been the first retrospective of Snow Brothers. We'll be doing more every week, so be sure to keep an eye out on that. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also have a Facebook now, facebook.com/halfassgaming. What else before I actually turn this off? There's nothing else really. I'm probably going to start doing more different games. I know a lot of people aren't liking the World of Warcraft videos, which is understandable. I mean, unless you're playing it, it's really not a lot of fun, or you're actually showing a guide. A Let's Play of World of Warcraft really isn't the best. So I think I'm going to go ahead and I think next week, or actually this week, I'm going to finish out the World of Warcraft series, and then I'm going to go ahead and just jump right into games like Daisy, Borderlands, and League of Legends, things that are more interesting. I'm more advanced in League of Legends, so I should be able to give you some sort of guides on what to do using characters like Jace and Caitlyn. So, this has been the first episode of Retrospective. My name is Weacro, and I'm signing out.